Okay.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the Dr. Dare Show live. Can you hear me, Devin, at all?
I can't hear still.
I can hear myself on this. So we will see when people come in. Welcome to the Dr. Dare Show live on Facebook and YouTube. We are going to have a fantastic show. Please let me know if you can hear me or if you can't.
1 second, I guess. Let me see
Um,
here.
and we're going to let Devin get his sound working. Hopefully, it's not me or if it's not him. So let me know when you come in. Let me know if you can hear me or not. Um, yeah, so welcome to the Dr. Dare Show live. It is Friday night. We have made it through a whole week, and we are here on this Friday evening. The weather is good in Atlanta right now. It was cold yesterday, and today it's a little nice. So when you come in, click like, click share. Let me know if you can hear me or not. I may have to restart this over. Oh, so Karen says she can hear me. So Devin, I think it's your something. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the Dr. Dare Show live. We are going to have Devin. He's a spiritual advisor, healer, clairvoyant, and he's going to be doing a general reading. He's going to be addressing. I'm going to do a personal reading, and he's going to answer any questions that you have out there once he gets his sound together. Um, yeah. Are you frozen, Devin? And welcome. When you come in, click like and click share and let us know how your week has been.
Okay,
Let
can you hear?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Click like and click share and let us know how your week has been. Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I have it playing on another.
Oh, so you can hear me, but you can't hear me through there. But that's fine as long as you can hear me.
It's
But we're
hang
good.
on 1 second.
Okay. So as you come in, click like, click share. And again, we will be having an interesting show tonight. Devin's going to do a reading, a general reading. Then he's going to do personal readings if you need one. I think Karen says she can hear us both, but Devin can't hear me, I don't think.
Cool. Hang on, I'm gonna leave and come back. Let me try
Okay, that's
something.
fine. That's fine. We have time to chit chat. So when you come in, click like, click share. Let me know Facebook. I see YouTube's comments. Let me know if Facebook, if you're out there in Facebook land, um, that you can leave a comment. Just welcome, welcome, welcome to the Dr. Dare Show live. We made it to Friday. Woo! Yes. And so we have spiritual advisor, clairvoyant, healer, and guest Devin Dozia. I know I'm screwing up his last name, but if you're here on Facebook, please send me a message. I see Karen. She is on YouTube, so I know YouTube is working. I just need to see if the comments for Facebook are working because sometimes we have problems with that. So yeah, let me see. Let me see. There we go. Hola, Jeremiah. Woo! So Facebook is working. Let's see. Okay, so I can hear myself. Hey, Jay Bills, I see you watching out there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jeremiah, how's California? I'm going to make my way. I'm going to make my way to uh, California. Um, yeah. So interesting show tonight. Again, we're going to have Devin doing a general reading. If you have any questions about your love life, your next year, what 2014 is going to look like. Karen says, hello, Jeremiah. I don't know if you can see it, so I'm going to put everybody's comments on here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. When you come in, click like, click share. Make sure that you are sharing this video and let me know that you're here. It's been a few weeks. I was out of town in South Carolina the weekend before, or was that last week? I can't remember. All the time is running together. But if you're here, please leave a comment and let me know how your week has been. I had a good week, busy week, but we made it to Friday. Woo! Woo! But I'm super excited tonight because we're going to have Callie is nice, been doing a lot of reading. Reading is always good. I've been writing, uh, working on a grief journal that I'll be presenting down the road somewhere. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Nice.
Yes.
So Jeremiah says he's been doing a lot of reading. How's the weather in Cali? Is it cold? Is it hot? Is it
I'm actually in California right now. It's pretty good.
it is what's the temperature? What's is it warm? Is it
Well, today it was actually a little bit cold, but lately it's been pretty warm. It gets high up to like 70,
okay?
and then at
How
night it's like 50.
so how was that transition for you?
It's been smooth. It's been cool. I've been here just sightseeing and enjoying the city so far.
I love that. I'm coming to visit y'all, I promise. I
Sweet.
do, I do, I promise. That's one of my goals. Um, it was just that the last few months have been go, 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 go for me, and I had to put myself on hold and like sit down because it was getting
Oh man.
overwhelming, which is why I reached out for a reading, and I'll talk about
Okay.
that stuff
Okay.
later.
Sweet.
But yeah, so we got some comments here. Beyonce night.
Not tonight.
have y'all went and saw
The movie,
the
yeah,
movie? Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
it was cool.
Yeah. Karen and I went. We had a ball.
I bet.
Yes, yes, yes.
I love like seeing the videos of people dancing in the movie theater and stuff. It really was
Right.
a concert in the in the
It
theater.
it really was. Oh, so y'all had that too. People just up jumping up and start dancing. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Beyonce will make you do that.
this is true.
Yeah. So do you like Cali so far?
Yes, I do. I'm amazed with the culture that's out here. There's a lot of like heavy Mexican culture out here too. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
and I was actually impressed about the Day of the Dead, because they actually honor, their ancestors a lot bigger than they do in other places in the U.S.
Because you'll see that. I seen that when I went to Mexico, but they have spots of it here, but not probably not as heavy in California.
Right.
I mean, they're heavier in California than it is here.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, did you say you were dancing in the theater? You say he was one of them.
That's funny.
All right. So we usually get started at 8:40, and so giving people time to come in from their busy days. Karen says I showed out
Showed
during the
out.
Renaissance film. She sure did. I was sitting right beside her.
Yes, Karen, you better.
Oh yeah, Jeremiah, that one got me too. Church Girl. I'm trying to work on a routine for my class for that song. So
Okay.
yeah, that's gonna be fun. So
Yes.
introduce yourself and let everybody know how the show is going to be running
Okay.
today. Hey Tanisha.
Yes, my name is Devin Majesty Dozier. I am a spiritual healer and spiritual advisor and a healer. Most of my ministry is through tarot, tarot and other forms of divination. So runes. I have like my little scrying mirror here too. I can see visions and stuff through that. Um, I have all kinds of ways.
I love that. I
But
love it. What's that mirror? I'm sorry, what's that mirror again?
this is a black obsidian mirror. So
Okay.
I can like meditate and look into that and get like visions.
Okay.
Like I'll see
Nice.
like pictures and symbols and stuff, and I'll be like, oh, well, this is what your reading is about.
Really? Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's neat. So yeah, I am clairvoyant. So I do receive dreams and visions, and when I dream, it's very vivid. Actually, some of you here are kind of clairvoyant. You just don't know
Oh.
it.
Okay. So what are you saying? No.
But
So
yeah,
so yeah, I have reached out to you like I think it was last month, and then I got on a roll of going traveling again, and I was like, let me apologize because you sent me I sent you a message, then you sent me a message, and then I got on the road. But for the people out there in the audience, I reached out to get a reading because I feel like I was going through just one thing after the other, and some of the people that were with me in Zumba, we went on a road trip, and something happened there that I'll talk about once everybody gets on. But right after that incident, then another incident happened, then and I was like, wait a minute, I need to stop. Something is doesn't feel right. Something feels like it's off. You ever felt that feeling before? Like you just can't
yeah,
get
your
back.
spidey senses.
Yeah, what are they called?
Oh, I was like your spidey senses.
Oh. But yeah, I just felt that, and so that's why I reached out to you at that time, and I was like, "Oh, I got to have him on the show," and I
Okay.
have no shame of expressing that, but I'll get into details of what things
Okay.
that were happening back to back that I was just like, wait a minute, something's off. They kind of slowed down now, but I just felt like, hey, I need to reach out to you so that I can get some kind of clarity on for me of what's going on. So half of the show will be about that, but I want y'all to talk to Devin and he's gonna do a general reading. It's 8:40. So if y'all are ready, I will put it in his hands. Y'all know him already. So take it away.
Yeah, so before like actually today, like I've been thinking about y'all and just the world in general and things that we need to do to get prepare for 2024 and the new year coming. And we all have goals and aspirations and things that we want to accomplish in the new year. So I think that's important to cover right now. And as I was meditating this morning, I had some visions come through and some messages come through. So one of the first thing that came through, it was like empty your bag of expectations. So like I was saying before, like you have all these things that you have this list of things that you're gonna do. You say you're gonna do in 2024, but maybe this year just take a second and I don't know. I think the real message is expect the unexpected. Because
Okay.
some things aren't really always going to go the way that you want them to go.
Is that what you said? Empty your bags of expectations?
Empty your
Uh,
bag of expectations.
bag of expectations. I added bags. Like, okay. So
Yes.
what did you mean by that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, just basically just expect the unexpected.
Okay.
Not everything is going to happen the way that you think it's going to happen or the way that you plan it to happen. And I think we all experience that. Like we set these goals and then halfway through the year it's like, oh, well, looking back at my checklist, I did this much, but I stopped it here.
What do you think that does to people? I kind of I see it in therapy a lot where people set these high expectations of these things, and then when that thing does not happen, they're devastated, and sometimes it throws them off track. It throws them off their life track, and then they're stuck. Because I think all humans have this imaginary timeline in their head, like when things are supposed to happen at a certain age, at a certain, and then if they don't start to accomplish these things, then they come to the therapist. And because they're devastated, they're depressed because they feel like, oh doc, I have this timeline and I haven't achieved this by 25, I haven't achieved this. But half the stuff that they have on that list, that those expectations, they
Yeah.
don't even really want. I think a lot of it is created by what they see in society and all of that stuff. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I totally get what you're saying. Go ahead. I won't.
No, it's okay. Yeah. I definitely think that is something, but I think people also put like real unrealistic expectations. So it's just like if you have a goal, just like you know you want to shave 30 pounds in 2024. Let's start with 10 pounds by the first 3 months,
Gotcha.
or the first 6 months.
Because that's a lot of weight to lose, right? That you said 30 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Or if the goal is to work out every day, you know yourself, like let's
Try one day a week first or
yeah,
2 days.
exactly.
Yeah. So Jeremiah says, I agree. Some expectations cause suffering because we are comparing ourselves to others instead of being our being authentic to self. Yes.
Yes, I absolutely agree with that. Exactly. Another thing I was getting, I had a vision of a young child. It was like a little boy with a toy sword.
Okay.
And he was running down a hall, just charging towards who knows what.
Okay.
But I feel like that's kind of the energy that we want to embrace, is just having this extreme imagination and having ideas and things that we're wanting to rush towards with enthusiasm. But I think it's important to understand that there's going to be people around you, kind of like this young boy's mother, telling you to stop running so fast, or like,
Hmm.
or
Hmm.
stop acting crazy, slow down, stuff like that. And it's kind of just like the people that are outside of your imagination or outside of your vision, they can't see it as clearly as you do.
Mm.
And so sometimes you just have to, be in your own world, and for one, have fun in your own world.
Right.
But two, just hang tight to that vision, and understand that not everybody is going to perceive what you're perceiving. So that's what I got from that. I mean, you guys might take something different from that little vision there, but yeah.
No, I like that. So a vision of a young child running down a hall. You said that meant what?
He was
What
running down the
symbolic?
hall with a sword.
Uh,
Swords, like in the tarot, they tend to represent ideas and creativity and inspiration.
okay.
So when someone running with a sword is just like, that's extreme ambition.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's full of ambition, full of imagination. And I think that's something that's okay to have. It's something that's okay to have, even though we were just talking about your goals. It's just like, just remember the little steps to your goals.
Gotcha. Okay. Hey, Lamar.
um, okay, there was another one. It's really specific.
Oh,
Really specific. It's only going to resonate with maybe one person.
okay. Okay.
But there's somebody watching. Um, you have some sort of authority figure over you, or some sort of power over you, and with this power, it's kind of just like you're not. How do I explain this? This authority figure is something that you need to confront, or you need to release going into 2024, because they're controlling you by fear. Like, instead of defending yourself against this authority figure, you're just allowing things to slide. And in a way, I'm seeing it as somebody that is always supportive to their, let's say, their husband. somebody that's always supportive to their husband. Their husband is kind of just like the bread maker of the house, um and they kind of, like, I guess, make the rules or whatever. But when it comes to something that you want to do or something that you're wanting to get into, your own desires and needs, they're not, paying attention to it. They're not supporting it. They're not giving you the energy that you need.
Okay. This
um,
authority figure is not
yeah.
okay.
And so the message going into 2024 is kind of just to stand your ground. Stand your ground, demand what you want, speak on what you want, and demand support. And if you're not getting that support from this authority figure that's over you, these people around you that aren't supporting you, then maybe you need to separate from that energy.
Okay. Does
But
that
does that make
resonate with
sense?
anybody out there? And it does make sense,
Okay. Okay.
Devin.
And this can be, in a workplace, this can be in the home. Like I said, it can be your partner, it can be your boss. Like maybe you have an idea, you have great ideas and things that you want to accomplish at work, but you're not getting the attention that's needed for it. Stand your ground.
Okay.
And say, we need to have a meeting about this idea, and you're gonna hear my ideas.
I love that. Right. And I'm always teaching, you have to advocate for yourself. Because
Yeah,
if you don't advocate for yourself, you'll never get what you want out of life. I feel like if you just keep allowing, like you were saying, those authority figures to just take over, and because a lot of people are fearful of their bosses, their managers, whatever title you want to give them.
yeah,
And I have never been that person. Like my thought process has always been, oh, I could just find another job, because I won't be disrespected by A, B, or
I
C.
love that.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that's always been my mentality. But no, it makes sense what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. And I think it even applies to people that are afraid to like leave situations where they're not fully satisfied, or
Oh,
where they're not fully satisfied. Like you're unhappy in your situation, but you stick around because you're getting something out of it.
hmm.
There's something out of it could be worth it, but in the long run, if you look back at all your suffering, you're really not happy.
Oh, ouch. Okay.
So I don't know. That's kind of the way I see that.
Okay. Because you're saying people are afraid, and I'm typing as you afraid to leave a situation due to fear, due to
Yeah, you can be afraid to leave a situation out of fear.
okay. Kelly says facts.
But those were all the messages that I had. Oh, I had one more. It was for the same person or these same people that, are, under authority, and they need to confront that authority or release that authority. It's kind of like you worked so hard for most of your life, and you deserve to have fun. You deserve to attain something you desire. And it's kind of like you're giving so much of yourself, it's time to give to yourself now. So I think that's a nice message for 2024, is to give to yourself.
Okay.
But that was all of the messages that came through while I was meditating. I really want to get into this reading so we can get some more messages
Okay.
for the collective here.
It's all up to you. I'm just trying to type what you're saying so that it pops up. Capture some of the message.
Okay, I like it. Give to yourself, yes.
Tanisha says definitely me. And Karen says I like give to yourself. Yes. That's our motto this 2024, right? Give to yourself.
Yourself, yes.
You know what? And Devin, a lot of what I see in therapy is that a lot of people, when I tell them to do self-care, they're always thinking that that's selfish. Like they shouldn't be taking care of themselves. And I'm preaching like, no, it's time. You just stated it. But there's a point in everybody's life, I think, that you have to stop and say, you know what, I need to start taking care of myself. And I don't think that's selfish. I think we all need to take care of ourselves, because I think society, our parents, everybody teaches us help others, help others, help others. But yeah,
Yes.
can we come to a point where you got to help yourself?
Exactly. And how can you help others if you're not helping yourself? Like,
Right.
if you're broken and beat down, how are you supposed to provide the nurturing and nutrients to help somebody else? Like, make it make sense.
Bingo.
I
So,
love that there
mhm,
are a lot of people in this world that are very unselfish and
right.
and have the desire to help other people. And I'm one of those people too, but we got to give to ourselves sometimes.
Right. Right. I'm the same. I think I do it every day, all day. Is give, 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 give to people. But
Yes,
taking that time and stopping and saying, okay, what do I need? Doing a self evaluation, almost like, what am I in need of in my life at this moment? Okay, so I'll be quiet and let you go.
oh no, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Well, any
Wow,
questions
okay.
out there while we're waiting?
I feel like a lot of people in 2024 are going to be doing a lot of healing, going through some heavy healing phases, especially when it comes to situations in the home, and finances as well. I feel like some people are going to be navigating some kind of trust issues as well. Um, a major message on the back of the deck is the Seven of Cups here. It's just talking about detoxing. And I think kind of that goes along with the message that I was saying earlier, is just like getting rid of things that are not serving you in a positive way.
Hmm.
That's going to be very important for our glow up in 2024 for real. Because you have the moon here, and the moon next to the Five of Pentacles is it's really talking about overcoming and healing from things within the home and things within your finances, your career, all of that.
Okay. Kelly says detoxing and limiting your energy all 2024.
Yes.
Yes.
Not limiting your energy. I would say reserving your energy. I mean,
Res-
because
hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. What's the difference? Tell us what do you
I
mean
feel
by?
like limiting your energy. Well, that would make sense too. Is just putting a cap on it. But um, the reason why I say reserve is because like you can always recharge and then decide to give again and give more this time or give more next time, or
Okay.
give less this time, So, the reason why I just say reserve is just is saving the energy for yourself. And when you have enough energy yourself, you can give as much as you need to or as much as you want
Right.
to.
It's like that statement where they say uh you can't give from an empty cup or something like that. You have to save up or reserve
Right.
the energy. Did somebody make a I'm putting a limit on those who don't deserve my time.
Ooh,
Those boundaries.
boundaries, healthy boundaries. We love it. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I just looked at so the path that a lot of us that are watching are currently on. We're in a position where we're freeing ourselves. This here is the devil card. The devil card is about being uncapped. It's about not having, somebody over you. It's about not having a slave. I mean, not being enslaved.
Hmm.
And I feel like a lot of us are on the path of, freeing ourselves from energies that can be very toxic, that can be very overbearing, heavy burdens with the Ten of
Mm,
Wands here. The Princess of Disc talks about Princess of Disc, Page of Pentacles. This talks about basically exploring new ideas or new
okay.
situations. And I feel like that new idea or that new situation is going to come out of leaving that old energy, leaving that that overbearing energy, that enslaving
Oh wow.
energy. So yeah, I do feel like some of us here have been, under um influences where we're being controlled or where we have too much control over ourselves, or I mean
Over us.
over us. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And I feel like we're going to be freeing ourselves from that energy in 2024. I'm happy to see it, but that also means I'm seeing here with the Hermit.
Okay.
With the Hermit here, that also means spending time with yourself. So if it's a relationship that you're leaving, this self time that you're going to be having is going to be critical for you. I do see like uh, it could be a lot, like on the mental. It could give you a lot of mental anguish. You could be overthinking about how like lonely you could be in that time, but I feel like the message for that is to take advantage of that and feel the sense of freedom from being out of the suffering that you were once in.
So you're saying somebody was in a relationship and they're out of that relationship now, and now they need to take advantage of spending that time, alone time, self-care, self-exploration, self-awareness, doing all of those things. Is that what?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, exactly. And even if it's not coming out of a relationship, you're separating from this sense of control that was over you. And now you're using that time to pour into yourself.
Okay.
With the Emperor here, the Emperor next to the Hermit here, again, it's finding a new sense of control. It's kind of like you're in control now. So where before you had another source that was overbearing over you, now with the Hermit here, you've spent this time alone. You've separated from this energy. You put the ball in your court.
Okay. Okay.
You're able to manipulate situations in your life and take control and be more hands-on in what you want to accomplish in 2024.
Yes, I'm here for it. Kelly says having boundaries. Oops, sorry. Having boundaries is the best gift I've given myself.
Oh. I
Yes.
love that. When I read that, like I felt the freedom.
Oh wow. Okay.
I felt it. Yes, like she
Tanisha.
said, woo,
Tanisha says, "Woo."
the relief, the stress is no longer there.
So it sounds
Um,
like everybody that's on this call is kind of experiencing some of this stuff. Is that a
okay.
valid? No, I was.
Honestly, I'm not sure, but the intent is for it to. If you're listening, if you're watching, this is for you. This is
Okay.
something that you might experience. This is something that is going to benefit you in the future.
Okay.
So if you're here, it's for you.
Okay. Karen says, that was a whole word, Kelly. And then
Yes.
Kelly says, newfound freedom.
Come on, freedom. And that's what this devil card is about. A lot of times in tarot, people see cards like these and be like, "Ooh, what does that mean? Ooh, what is that? Keep that away from me." But
Uh-huh.
no, if you think about what the devil actually represents, it's a sense of freedom.
Okay.
For others, it can be a sense of control to where you might have, addictions, you might have temptations, you might have things over you that, yeah, can control you in that sense too. Um, but in the sense that I'm seeing it next to the Ten of Wands, which represents having heavy burdens, I see it as a sense of freedom. You're liberating yourself.
Yes. Jeremiah's quoting from the book of Beyonce, found a new salvation. I'm going to build my own foundation.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Beyonce, she got some words in there.
Doesn't she? She does. Yeah.
All right. So over here, I'm looking at the like psychology
Uh-oh.
aspect of the reading here.
Okay.
And I see the chariot, and a lot of us are looking to move forward on certain adventures, endeavors. With the Knight of Disc, I really do feel like it can be related to career and finances.
Okay.
The Knight of Disc there. And then the Four of Disc comes next to that, which represents having control. Having control over your finances, having control over your career, having control over your household. I feel like the advice that's given here, giving that we're looking to free ourselves from certain controls, is taking the control into our own hands here.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. But then Kelly says, I'll take all of that. Tanisha says, if this isn't me, oh my God.
Oh man, I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. Like with the moon here, I'm telling you, like it's not gonna be easy. Like this all sounds great and wonderful, but I'm telling you, it won't be easy for some of us. But at the end, it's going to be so liberating when we get past these hurdles. When we actually do the work, like.
Oh, I feel that. I take that too. Yeah.
Oh man. So I'm looking at the karma section of the reading as well here. We have the Eight of Wands. I feel like 2024, a lot of things are going to be moving very quickly. That means quick progress. Yes, quick progress. Quick
Yes, quick
results.
process. Okay.
Quick results. That's what I'm getting to. Like, so if you put your energy and effort into something in 2024, you're going to be receiving results rather quickly. It might be quicker than you expected in a sense as well.
I
But
expect that.
I'm also seeing that releasing this control that's over you, releasing that energy that's over you, and taking the control into your own hands is what's going to speed up your results. That's what's going to bring the speed here.
So you're saying not sitting in that place of fear, but actually taking control of your own destiny, basically, so that you can move forward. But the
Yes,
more you sit in that fear, the more you'll be stuck.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So quick progress, quick results.
Yes, and I can confirm that with the Three of Pentacles here. Three of Pentacles is forces coming together to manifest an outcome, a result. And so you're getting fast movement next to results here. I love it.
Wow.
And with the Princess of Wands or the Page of Wands, this is about taking that step forward, taking a new step forward into a new path, into a new area in your life. Okay.
Okay.
So there's a lot of new, and as expected in the new year, we all want to try new things and try different things and get things going the way that we want to. And I feel like it's gonna look pretty good. It's gonna look pretty good. It's just the only healing part that needs to happen is just overcoming these things that are holding us back, these things that are controlling us. Whether it's a boss or a relationship, or or whether it's a substance or or anything that can be holding you back. Maybe you're getting too much screen time, watching too much TV, scrolling too much on your phone, and not getting enough sleep. Things like that.
Gotcha.
These are things that control you.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you know what it is. You know yourself. You know what's over you that can be potentially holding you back, and it's not going to be easy. But starting to release those things, like I said earlier in the reading, is like just having tiny goals to get to your bigger goals. Start trying to release those things and push it. You reach one goal, you push it to the next goal. Try even further. So I said I was going to work out once a week. I'm gonna try 3 days a week now. You know,
So
until you
keep
get up
making
to that
progress.
workout every day thing.
Okay.
And eventually that's going to lead you to your 30 pounds at the end of the year.
Hmm. And I pulled up that statement you were saying earlier, empty your bag of expectations.
Yes. Yes. Empty your bag of
I got
expectation.
a new. Okay.
So that's all I pretty much have on that reading there. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm going to shuffle for some oracle cards for us, and I'm going to leave it there for the collective reading.
Okay. Any questions out there, guys? Thank y'all for all the feedback.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. There's one card that came out. It says trust in magic.
Okay. Trust in
And
magic.
yes, trust in magic. Now, I'm not telling you to go do your voodoo. No shame if that's what you do, but I'm telling you that trust that the work that you're putting in is going to produce results. Trust that the prayers that you're sending are heard. Trust that, you know, this step that you took is going to take you a long way. Okay. Trust in your magic. Trust in magic. All right. Oh, and trust in your magic as well, your own personal power, your own ability to manifest, your own ability to do certain things, release imposter syndrome and things of that
Oh
nature.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I love your video on imposter syndrome too. You did like the 5 reasons on that, and that
Oh
touched
yeah.
me heavy.
Yeah. A lot of you'd be surprised that a lot of the clients that I get, they really suffer from the imposter syndrome and just accepting that they can actually do the thing. And some of them, I know I'm jumping around, but some of them are actually doing the things, but they still suffer from acceptance,
Mm,
accepting that they're doing a good job at the thing that they're having imposter syndrome about. So, and I think it happens to all of us every now and then. We get into
yeah,
that mindset.
yeah,
So I'm glad that helped. But yeah,
yeah.
Kelly says manifesting. Jeremiah said that time is so short that we need to. I think time is so precious, is what he
It is
said.
precious. Yes. Come on, manifesting. Yes.
Hmm.
This one says, "Let two become one," and the way that I see it, you see two energies embracing each other. There, a masculine and a feminine. That's important there, but I think the bigger message that I'm seeing here is allow yourself to be matched with your desire. Again, it's
Oh,
somebody's holding back themselves because they're afraid. Somebody has fear of moving forward because of this and this and this, but you have this desire that feels so far away from your reach. Let two become one means allowing yourself to reach that goal, to start making your way towards that goal, towards that ambition.
I had to
Releasing all
stop
this
and
shit that's in your
yeah,
way.
I had to stop and read that for a second because that's really powerful. Allow yourself to match your desire. Yes,
Yes.
allow yourself. Y'all need to keep repeating that because it's saying, "Oh my gosh, allow your."
Mantra.
Hmm. Allow yourself to match your desire because we have all these desires, and a lot of us are afraid to even step forward to try to achieve that desire. A lot of imposter syndrome starts to come in, a lot of just general fear that you're going to fail before you even get started. And in therapy we call those cognitive distortions, where we create this narrative in our head that we're going to fail before we even get started. And a lot
Mm,
of us, we have desires that can make us, and I know it's not about money, but that could make us rich. That could make us not have to work for anybody else. It can make us work for ourselves, and we can earn money from some of the desires that we have in our heart, but we're so stuck in fear that we won't move forward. And so I love this statement when you were saying that. And thanks for that reading, because allow yourself. I guess that hit me because I'm on a soapbox. But thank you. Sorry. Okay.
no, yes, yes. Thanks for that input. Yes.
Karen says, allow yourself to match your desires. My new mantra. Yes.
Yes. Um, the next one says know your fears.
Mm.
Oh man, it
Oh,
feels self-explanatory, but it's kind of just like I don't know. For some of you, some of the things that you're fearing is only because you don't have enough information.
Mm.
And once you get the education on that, you understand it better. And it's really hard to fear something that you understand. Because once you get it, you know how to control it. Once you get it, you know how to manipulate it.
Oh, yeah.
So know your
I'm
fears there. That's one that came out there. I'm glad that one came out because I feel like it goes along with what we've been talking about too. It's just like this fear that's holding you back. You
I
know,
love that one. That's another you fear things because you don't have the education.
period.
And period. Yes. Kelly says facts. You're dropping these nuggets on us to yes. And I put know your fears. That's the wrong no, everybody. Know your fears. Okay. I have to
Yes.
go back and type that back up. I just realized that I did that.
But that's all I have on the collective reading for 2024. I hope that helps you guys. I hope that we can um, release these fears and release these things that are controlling us and identify. Well, importantly, like first identify these things that are controlling us and work on those things and develop ourselves so that they're no longer over so that they can no longer control us. You know.
Okay. So you said the first step is to first identify the things that are controlling us. And then what's number two? Here I go with my five.
Yeah, like identify what it is that's controlling you, and then I guess the next one would be educating yourself, like understanding it,
Okay.
understanding why it's controlling you or how it's controlling you. Then you got to make the decision to not let it control you and develop a plan
Hmm.
to get away from it, to either do away from it or to take your power back, manipulate it, control it.
Yes. Okay. Think about the things that are controlling us. Number two, understanding why it is controlling you. And number three was to make a plan, I believe. Okay.
So I'm done with that. Are we ready for the next part? Are we ready to answer some questions?
Yeah. Anybody have any questions out there? Anybody have uh, a question? So I'll start.
Oh yes,
Um,
yes.
and anybody else who has it. So I felt like and I was talking to a coworker about this. I felt like for months that things just kept happening. So one thing, a major thing that Karen and Tanisha on this call, we were coming back from a trip and we were faced with a head-on collision with a
Oh
car.
no.
But luckily, we maneuvered in a way that we didn't get hit because none of us would have been here today.
Wow.
So that was one thing. And that bothered me a lot because I was like, we did everything exactly right at the right time, stopping at stores, stopping at gas stations, stop to still end up at this situation. So that part is what stuck with me really hard. I don't know what they felt about that. So then number two for me, I'm driving to my boot camp that I go to at 5:30 in the 6:30 in the morning, but I get up at 5:30, and then this man is following me in this car with fake police lights. His headlight is out,
What?
and I'm driving to the gym, and luckily my brain came on and was like, don't take this man to a highlighted place where there's lights. So I took him to a Chick-fil-A where it was popping. People were in and out, and he
Yeah.
just looked at me like, "I'm sorry." And so that was the second thing. And then was it something else? And then it was just little things after that. Just felt like I was on this path that I'm like, what is happening? Like I need to step back to kind of take a view of what's going on. And so that's why I wanted a reading earlier, because I was like, I need some clarity. And then I see we got a question from Jeremiah right there.
Okay. Um, it sounds like, well, I was gonna say it sounds like you need protection, but it actually, just looking at the outcome of the events, you're hella protected.
Okay. Okay.
You're hella protected. Sometimes this actually just happened with a friend of mine.
Hmm.
Sometimes when you're on the cusp of achieving something, or when you're getting praise for something, or when things are going good in your life, a lot of things will interfere to try to lower your vibration, to lower your energy, to
Hmm.
bring you down,
Hmm.
so that you can achieve better for yourself, in a sense. So
And that's exactly what it felt like. It just felt like this heaviness that was just trying to deter me from going on the path that I've been going on, like with business and just focused on, helping more people and doing more things to inspire people and inspire myself. But just so yeah, that it did feel heavy.
okay,
Thank you.
let me see here. Okay, okay.
Oh, so Tanisha says same. She feels the same way. Like stuff just, and I can see that with you, Tanisha, too. Stuff just keeps happening with us.
um. Okay. Bear with me now. Bear with me now. I
Take
have
your time.
the I have the strength card here. This came out in the middle, but the first card that came out here was the Eight of Cups. So this kind of tells me, again, it comes to a level of control.
Okay.
In a sense, there might be like an energy around you, or there's something around you that needs to be released. I
Mm,
don't know how to explain that. It's kind of
okay.
like with the Eight of Cups. I showed you the guys the Seven of Cups earlier. It had all that like gunky stuff in it. I don't
Hmm.
know if I can find it now, but with the Eight of Cups, it comes right after that. So it's kind of just like you have a bunch. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but you have a bunch of empty cups here, but you have two cups that are with clear running water there. You have two cups there that are just with clear running water, and it's kind of just like you made sacrifices so that you can have a healthier life, so that you can have these healthier things in your life. So
Okay.
with that being next to this strength card, she's taming the beast there. I feel like a situation is kind of coming to where you're going to have to do without something, something that could be um, potentially like a danger to you, or potentially destructive to you. With the Wheel of Fortune that I had,
Hmm.
that came out right next to that. Um, it's good things. I think, like I was saying before, it's like good, like when things are happening to your life, you have good things coming. When things are coming, a lot
Hmm.
of things are going to come and try to get in the way of
Okay. Okay.
that.
Okay.
So with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's telling me that it's reassuring you that you do have something coming. Like you have something good coming. You're manifesting something good for your life, some good fortune,
Hmm.
and you have that good fortune, and that good fortune has shown itself because these things that keep coming, you're dodging them.
Right. Right.
So there's that, but yeah, there's something, I don't know, just pay attention. There's this card that I keep seeing in here that's like observe in silence. So it's kind of like, instead of reacting when people do things,
Hmm.
or instead of telling people, like, okay, well, let me start with that one. Instead
Okay.
of reacting when people do or say certain things, just watch. Just pay attention and
Okay.
take notes.
Okay. Okay.
And in the same sense, it's like if you have certain things going on in your life that you know are going to be good, don't tell everybody your business, or don't tell everybody I'm in the process of doing this and I hope that it goes great, because there could be somebody, wishing, bad energy on
That's
you with
it.
that.
And
So,
you just identified one thing that that I've been feeling that's causing this stuff for me, for Tanisha, for Karen. I
mm,
don't know if they realize what it is, but I just, when you just said that, I thought that's what it was, but then you just said that, so I
yeah.
think that's what it was.
So
Thank you.
yes, you guys you're all three of you, like, you're very protected, you especially, you're very protected, but you need to protect your energy a little bit more.
Okay,
By, yes, for one, just not releasing, the good.
I get it.
No more praise reports for right now.
Okay, I accept that.
But also just limiting your energy with certain people. Like, you don't have to respond to everybody, like, you don't have to give everybody the same attention and things like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
And also, with, we talked about limiting energy or reserving your energy as well. Maybe there's somebody or certain people, or maybe just certain times that you just need to step away or spend some time away.
Mhm. Mhm.
Spend some time with yourself, maybe a little bit more. And
And that
um,
is my, when you're saying that, that is my focus. That has
yeah.
been a big focus of mine. Is just doing it alone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Especially, like, since things are happening to you when you're in the car, it's probably a good sign to stay inside.
Oh, okay.
and and I feel like with this Wheel of Fortune here, it's speaking to me a little bit more here. um it's like, stay inside and focus on your craft, or focus on an idea that you've been working on, or focus on building something that you've been trying to build.
Got it.
It's giving, like, creative energy.
Okay. And remember, I was telling you that's why I had some trips planned and I pulled all of them back
Okay.
because I felt overwhelmed. I felt like I needed to stop. And I was like, oh, even I was supposed to go to California, and I was like, I feel overwhelmed. I feel like now is not. That's what came to me. I felt like, no, sit down. So when you're saying this, you're really telling me, you're
Okay.
confirming stuff for me. Thank you.
Yes, I hope that helps. Let me pull an oracle card for you, just in
Okay.
case. Any other messages? Okay.
And Karen says, I agree. Not everyone needs to have access to your energy, nor do they deserve it.
Yeah.
Tanisha says, I totally get that. And Jeremiah says, blessings coming down, I should say. Love it.
Yeah. Before I say, well, let me say this first, because it goes along with what I was talking about with the Wheel of Fortune, and talking about
Okay.
this says focus and act. So I think, again, Spirit is pointing towards some kind of idea or something that you should be studying or focusing on, or something like that. It says focus and then act. So I don't know. You might know what that is, but
I do. You said focus and act.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
And
what it
before
is.
and before I in your reading here, I do want to say, even just adding extra layers of protection, like black obsidian, that helps. I have, like, a little black obsidian cat here.
Where do you get that? Where do you get that from?
You can go to crystal stores. I know if you're in Atlanta, my favorite shop is called Phoenix and Dragons Bookstore. They have a lot of good stuff in there, spiritual stuff for all kinds of spirituality, all kinds of culture.
Phoenix and Drag. Oh, I'm writing this down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, get you some black obsidian.
Kelly, you
It,
gotta take me. Kelly
what'd you
says
say?
that Kelly told me it's that little 5 points.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta take me to
Also, with the I don't know if you're into, like, saging or things like that, but with sage, when you burn sage, you're elevating the energy of your environment.
Okay.
So when you burn it, you just think positive thoughts and you just vibe to, positive music, and you just feel good, and that feel good energy makes it really hard for negative energies to stay around
To
you.
stay around. Okay.
So maybe saging your office
Right.
or saging your room, saging your car,
Hmm. Oh, okay.
and singing your Beyonce songs while you're driving.
Yes.
Saging Beyonce. Let's get it.
Tanisha says confirmation. Tanisha, what do you mean? Let if you want to share, you don't have to share. Then open your windows and release that. Okay, Kelly.
Yes, you have to let that energy go. That means open the doors, open the windows. Yes.
Got it.
Let it run away.
Well, thank you
Yeah,
for that.
yeah. Oh, also, you do like you go on like TikTok live and stuff, right?
Uh huh.
Um,
Well, not live as much. I go on there every now and then. Those are just my videos that I pre-record and then I put them up there.
okay.
Okay.
Well, also when you're going live, you can also burn a little something, and you'll see people leave.
Okay.
And that can be a telltale sign of somebody's just watching with ill intentions. So,
Gotcha. Thank you for that.
yeah,
Because I do feel that, and I yeah.
but yeah, I hope this energy just goes away soon. For you.
It feels like it has. It slowly has, but that's why, like I was saying, I stopped and was like, okay, I can't go on any more trips. I had to pull myself back and just try to focus on, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, much love. I hope that helps.
It does.
Anybody else have questions?
Store and then open the windows. I have. Karen says I have performance anxiety. I will dance all day in front row, but teaching, leading my own routines, I won't do it. So you struggle with that performance anxiety, Karen, and I will dance all day in front row, but teaching and leading my own routines, I won't do it.
Okay. I feel that. I feel that heavy.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I feel that. I totally get how that feels. Um, you find you have confidence in certain areas, but when it comes to your own stuff, like
Yeah. That's when that syndrome is so heavy. It's like sitting on your back, just waiting for you to, and then let one person say something negative, and then that just sets it off to even more.
true.
Yeah.
Spirit for Karen.
Okay.
For Karen, how do we work with Karen? Man? The performance anxiety of the routines. Oh, there you are. Huh. Put this over here. Huh. Okay, that okay, Karen. I'm sorry. It's a little deeper than I thought than I thought it would be. But if you don't mind, but like I don't know. Let me know if this makes sense. You have the lovers here that first came out, and instantly I was like, okay, a little self-love, maybe it's telling you to love yourself a little bit better. But with the Knight of Swords came out, and then the Devil card here, and I kind of started getting a feeling about maybe it's seeing yourself in different environments, or something about an environment, or something about maybe in the past having someone judge you, judge you as you were dancing, as you were doing your routines, and maybe just bringing that kind of doubt on you. And it's kind of just like that's something that's kind of like been an authority figure over you as well, like or a sense of control over you as well. I don't want to say what I think it is, but I don't know. I don't know, but because sometimes we have these things that we have little things like, well, things that can be like performance anxiety that seems so much smaller, but we look back at things from our past and it's actually a much deeper issue. And I feel like with you, I feel like with you, it's kind of just like maybe being judged in the past for maybe not even dancing, but just for shining, just being out in the open and showing yourself. Like you said, you don't have fear when you're having fun, when you're dancing and in theaters, but when it comes to your own personal work, your work has been criticized before or something like that.
And she said, I was judged a lot as a kid.
Okay. And then the Six of Wands comes up, which represents just having grace, being graceful, even being popular or applauded for your efforts, applauded for your work here. And I see it next to the tower here too. So maybe you have to be embarrassed. Maybe you have to be embarrassed and be honest with being embarrassed before you can actually. I don't know if that makes sense. Like,
So are you saying she should put herself out there so that she could get over that
yeah,
that fear by just allowing, if it happens, to just allow it to happen so that she can just
yes,
move forward past that point?
yes, exactly. It's being brave enough to actually go out there and let it happen. And let's say it does happen. Maybe somebody does, overly criticize you or whichever. Well, now we're gonna learn how to get over that.
I'm telling you, I have sessions with clients on learning how to accept rejection, learning how, because I tell them, once you feel it and you've been through it, you understand how it feels, and you understand that eventually that feeling will kind of subside, and you'll be able to move forward. So I've had clients where I've spent sessions where I'm like, go for a rejection. So then they start going like, oh, I'm ready to be rejected. I'm ready. Let's. And so that's what I think you kind of mean, and I do. I help clients with that actually.
And I even see it in a sense of just doing it in other things. I don't know. Karen, I don't know what other things you do, like, but it's even just going out and okay, I don't know. Like setting yourself up to be judged. I was called out and bullied for being a art protege, an honor student in grade school. Oh wow. Okay, so maybe Karen, you need to do some art and post it online, and take the judgment from that. And maybe after going through that, it'll give you the bravery to actually perform in public.
Yeah, she said that makes sense. I will fear it until I push through it. You're making it make sense.
Yeah. Let me see. Spirit, how? I just want to know. I just want to know. Spirit, how did she overcome this? Okay, again. Okay. Okay. The same card came out for you that it came out for her too.
Yeah.
Um, it's making a sacrifice. That could be even just sacrificing your fears, sacrificing your emotions, and again, just having the bravery to just do it.
Hmm.
To just do it. Eliminating this fear, and this devil card came out. So I really feel like if if the collective reading didn't affect you, it came back out for you here too. Like it is definitely you overcoming that fear so that you can shine and in that area performing.
Yeah.
And releasing that control that's over you. So go back and deal with those feelings that you had as an art protege with being judged in those times. And I'm not a therapist. I'm glad we have one here.
No, and that's exactly right. So what you're telling is what we call family systems, where you explore kind of what happened in childhood. Because what people don't realize is some things that happen to us in childhood, if we don't resolve them, they reappear in adulthood. And until you make sense of your story, you can't move past it. You'll just keep being triggered by things that cause you to be anxious, that cause, because anxiety is basically you're worried about what happened in the past, or you're worried about what's going to happen in the future, and neither one of those things, back to your word you mentioned earlier, control, you can't control either the past things that happened or what's going to happen in the future. So it's best to stay mindful and stay present. And that's where you're saying, well, just go out and you know feel the fear, or feel the rejection, or fear what, I forgot what we were saying. The
No, yeah, you're on right.
Yeah, yeah. So it is. And in therapy we call that exposure therapy, where you introduce yourself to your fear a little bit each time, so that eventually that little thing that you were fearful, you've introduced yourself to it so much that now it's not a fear anymore.
Yes.
So if you do have a therapist, ask them that, hey, I want to do exposure therapy. And so they'll work with you on doing that.
Exactly, exactly. And I really think that'll help, especially if you're starting with one of the triggers that you know of that
Right.
started that.
Yep.
And it really progresses. Like you said, it progresses all throughout your life and in different phases of your
Yep.
life and in different
Yep.
ways.
Yep.
Um, Karen, you got another card here that says "Seek Your Destiny."
Okay.
I'm gonna hold that up there. Okay, yeah, seek your destiny. So if you know leading a class is something that you actually want to do, go for it.
No, I'll put her up there if she wants to be.
Go for it. Yes, ask to do it, and learn from others. Seeking your destiny isn't just about going for it, but it's also about just receiving the education to move forward.
Right.
Again, like what we were talking about before, knowing your fear. You're afraid because you don't. There are things that you don't know.
Right. Education, like you said. Yep.
So you can ask, your peers, like, how did you get over your performance anxiety? When it came to leading your class, and how
Hmm.
did you take the judgment and and even look in ways of even therapy
Hmm.
that help as well. But that's all that I have for you, Karen. I hope that helps.
Oh, and Karen says, thanks, Devin. I actually am inspired by Blue Ivy's bravery to get better at performing. Yeah, because she, as a little kid, got in front of all that whole audience. And,
That was
even
my
though
favorite part of the movie.
yeah, and even though they criticized her, she was like, you know what? And that's what I teach my clients. You really have to throw yourself into rejection and
Yes.
fear, and just throw yourself in it, because the more you do that, then it decreases its power. And I think you were saying that earlier. So that's a good thing. Seek
Yes.
your destiny.
I'm so glad you're here to like explain that to break that down.
But you're doing it. I'm just
No, but that just
I get what you
yes.
I get what I get what you're saying.
Any other questions?
This was very good. Yeah, it was very good. And the thing is, that last time you did a reading on you did a reading for somebody, and it was negative energy in that reading.
Hmm.
And I remember that, and that just popped in my head. And no, I'll be quiet.
No,
It's nobody on here. It was,
Oh, okay.
but yeah. Oh, but thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. It's okay. We're not afraid of it of negative energy.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, I really pick it up. I can really feel it. It's just sometimes, you try to be that nice person and stay around it, and knowing that you probably need to disconnect from it.
Mm,
So,
mm,
thank you for that message that you gave me.
yes.
Well, anybody else? Thank y'all for, being on here on your Friday nights. I know you could have been anywhere else, but thank you. Thank you, Devin, for taking your time out. I am going
Yes.
to get to California.
Yes. Come on. It's nice.
Yeah, I'm ready to just explore those different cultures and stuff too.
Yes. And the weather.
And the weather. Well, right now it's 57, so it's
Okay,
okay
it's
here.
not bad.
Yeah. Well, anybody else have anything else before we disconnect? You have anything else, Devin, that you wanted to
I feel like in my spirit, I just want to just pull like one more card,
you
just for the
go ahead.
collective, just for everybody that's
This
here.
is your show. And then it seems like the numbers increase. So yeah, go ahead.
Just for everybody that's watching, these same two cards that came out for Karen came out again, and it's tripping me out here.
Oh.
You have the Tower card, and then you have the Six of Wands here. And with the Tower card, it's really talking about, yes, something being uncomfortable, something coming to an uncomfortable end.
Oh.
But with the victory card here, with this Six of Wands here, it's you overcoming that. You come overcoming this difficult time. It's you rebuilding yourself. It's you facing this. It could be embarrassing. It's you facing a failure, facing something that you didn't want to happen, and you becoming stronger because of it, and building grace with the public for it.
Mm.
So
Okay.
the Wheel of Fortune on the back of the deck here just clarifies that good fortune comes from this. Okay, so I think in 2024, if something goes down in your life, let's not panic at first. Let's just see it as an opportunity.
Okay. Okay.
If something comes to an uncomfortable end, if something changes, something that you didn't really want to happen, see it as an opportunity for something better to come, or see it as an opportunity to build yourself back up, to build yourself back up from it. Okay. Oh, and then the Nine of Cups comes on the other side of the deck here as well, and that's just about overall feeling complete, feeling happy, feeling fulfilled in certain areas in your life, and I'm excited for all of us to embrace that. But
Thank you for that. Yep.
yeah, yeah, no worries, no worries, and yeah, I hope that helps.
It does. And I just typed out because you were saying if something changes or goes negative, that is an opportunity for you to take advantage of, to grow,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. All right, but that's all I got.
That was good. That was a lot, and that was very informative. And I don't know about them, but I'm gonna take the information that you gave me and apply it to my life and my situation, which is why I wanted that reading that day, because I knew that I needed to hear something that clarifies um, my thoughts, my own thoughts. But thank you, and you did that.
Yeah, yeah, no worries. And let me know if you want like other ways to protect yourself. I can figure that out too.
Gotcha. And I feel like that's leaving. It was right after those events, and then it kind of died down because I think I told myself I'm not fearful. I'm just being aware of
Okay, right.
what is going on.
What's
So
around? Yes.
thank you. All right. Anybody else before we close it out? Going once, going twice. We're gone.
All right, much
Thank you all
love.
so much. Thank you, Devin.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course.